Okay, right. So yesterday's class we discussed about some scenarios like how to perform data copy related operations. Those points I discussed. Today, let's connect it to the project whatever we created earlier. So we have given project name as S9AM. Just click on that, so you connect. So this we are connected. So now what to do? We have to copy data from the source. Because without copying data, we cannot perform any task here. Right. So go to get data window. You can see different sources here. My source is SQL Server. Where it is asking for server name and database name, everything it is asking. Suppose you are working with real-time environment, you'll get clarity. What are the servers? What are the databases we are going to access? So that you can maintain clarity. But now we are practicing. So that's why what to do, you have to install SQL Server also. Because if you install SQL Server, you'll get some server name, database name for that. And you can work with remaining things there. Okay. So I already installed SQL Server in my laptop. Now this is called as Management Studio. So by using this tool only, we are going to connect to SQL Server and we can perform different types of operations. So here you can see server name. See this. Okay, now what is the name it is showing like that? Server name. Copy this server name because we have to connect, right? Connect to source server and database, everything. So now in the same database name, you can see databases folder there. If you open databases folder, you can see databases names there. See this. Suresh DB is my database name. What is my database name? Suresh DB. So now we got clarity what is our server name and database name. So I copied server name, pasted here, and my database name is Suresh DB. Done. Source details we provide because we are going to copy data from SQL Server source. That's what we are doing now. Okay, now Then you can see import and direct. That means there are different ways to copy data from SQL Server source. That is, we have import and direct query also. Okay. So I'm going with import today. I selected import. It is showing tables names. So whatever the tables required for you, you please select them. Load. It is taking time. Please wait. Right side, you can see fields. Under fields, it shows metadata. Suppose you expand employee table. See this. What is table name? What are the columns available in the table? That is metadata. Okay, now suppose department 1 table, same you can see. Department table also same you can see. Right, and everything same. So coming to next step, where we can see physical data. Physical data means what? Rows. Because here we can see only columns, right? So come to left side, you can see data view. Go to data view and select table right side. Okay. Change table. Department 1, it is not showing any data because there is no data basically. Okay. So this is the way like how we are copying data from the SQL Server source to Power BI by using import. But don't forget, when you are using import physical data, metadata. When you are using import physical data and metadata, everything will be copied. Okay. So that is what the scenario. So now coming to next step. Let's go to Form tab, Get Data window, SQL Server, because I want to show you how to copy data by using direct query. Import already we did, right? We already worked with import. Okay. So provide server name again. Sriram. I'm sorry, guys. So type your database name. Suresh. Direct query. Here you have to type query. That's why you need SQL knowledge here. Okay now. I'm writing queries. The data is coming like this. Load. Taking time to copy data, please write.
Sir, one question, sir.
Tell me, please.
Sir, how to connect for SQL Server, sir?
From where? From Power BI?
Yes, sir.
Same thing like how we did now. But you need SQL server name and the database name. That is required. Okay. But so now
Okay.
today I will share SQL server installation videos. Please finish that. Okay.
Okay, sir.
I think already Omkar, Ritu, you also completed SQL installation, right?
Yes, sir. I had installed, sir.
Omkar installed and Monica also installed, right?
Sir, I have to install.
How to install. So okay. So now I will share videos after finishing this session. Okay, now I'll collect your Gmail IDs and I'll share. Sangeeta, Vaishali, you also finish installation of the SQL and create database. Because this weekend we are going to work with SQL classes. Because SQL is required, right? That's what. So now what happened? See. Right, done. Copy done. Tell me, somebody, Sangeeta, tell me.
Do we have weekend classes?
SQL purpose I want to plan for this week only. SQL is extra training, right? For Power BI participants, I want to give SQL free of cost.
Okay.
So
Okay. Thank you.
I'm working person. I won't get much time weekdays. Weekend I want to utilize it, but we will finalize it. No problem. Okay, no?
Okay, sir.
So now see that we got it as query one name. You can edit, just click on this name, or you can also do like this. You can take right click on table name and rename. Okay, no? So I'm just giving name as employee one. Renamed. So now we have seen how to rename table. So now metadata it is showing. For this table, it is showing metadata, but physical data it is not showing. Please check it. Why? Why it is not showing physical data? The reason is you copied this table by using direct query. So direct query copies only metadata, but not physical data. That's the same point I discussed in the last session yesterday. Right. So now I'm going back to employee. So this is what? Copying data from source to Power BI by using import and direct query. So we did it from SQL Server. But so you go to department 1 table, the table already copied into our Power BI environment. So now, I'm sorry. There is no data in this table, and how you copied this table by using import. If you have any doubts, you can keep mouse here on table name. It is clearly showing how the table copied. Okay, now. Right. So now coming to next scenario. I'm going to source. Source, what is source here? SQL. Go to new. This is management studio only. This tool we use, to interact with the SQL Server databases. Okay, now? Right. And coming to next scenario. Now, you go to the table, department 1 table, and make some changes to the table. So for that, I'm using this new query because here only I can write queries. So we connected to query window only. After connecting to query window, what I'm doing is I'm use Suresh DB. That means I'm going to connect it to Suresh DB. So to connect to Suresh DB database, we are using this command. You can see execute button, click on this. There is some spell mistake, and that is the problem. Okay, right. See this. Done. We connect. Okay. Now. So now select a star from department 1. This is the table now we are using for the practice. So now I'm going to insert some data into this table. Insert into department 1 values. These points I'm going to discuss in SQL class. You don't worry. Okay, now. Suppose department number 10, comma, department name computer science, comma, location Hyderabad. Select star from department 1. See that what happened? Row inserted. Table modified in the database. You go to Power BI. Just change tables names like this, but still modification not copied into this one. So now I want to copy that modification from source to Power BI. What to do? Refresh. Same point we discussed in the last session yesterday. Yesterday we discussed. So refresh copies modifications from source to Power BI environment. The refresh is required for only import, but not a direct query, because direct query you are not copying physical data, right? Then why you need refresh? You don't need. Is copied or not? How it copied? We clicked on refresh, so refresh executed, so modifications copied. That's what. So now coming to next scenario. How to copy data from other sources. Okay, now other sources means some file like that. Let's start. You can go to get data and let's start it with, extract from Excel sheet. So I already prepared some data for practice purpose. I'll share it. Don't worry. Here we have some Excel sheet like this. Open this sheet before going to copy data. How data stored in this Excel sheet in the form of, Excel file in the form of sheets. See this, you have multiple sheets existing in this Excel. Okay, now. So now I'm going to copy data. We are using import because this is not database, so you cannot use direct query. I selected sheets. So place mouse. What it is showing? Import. Metadata it is showing. Click on table name, physical data. Because import. This is the way. Like how we copy data from Excel files to SQL tables. I'm sorry. Next step. How to copy data from text file. Here you have some file, and before going to copy, I'm opening this file. like this. Okay. Import only. Next, see this. It is showing physical data also. Physical data it is showing means how it is copied. It is copied by using import. Suppose if you copy some table from source to Power BI by using direct query, then you cannot go for refresh. You cannot copy data basically. These are really important scenarios. Don't forget. And coming to next step now. I want to retrieve data from SQL only. SQL only, no doubt. But by using direct query, so I'll tell you why I'm going for direct query again. Yeah, because we already worked with the direct query, but again, why I'm going for direct query, this is common doubt. I want to write some join here. Suppose employee department tables we have seen already. I'm writing some join. So I think you cannot understand this join. Maybe some of you aware of joins, right? I'm writing inner join. On E dot department number equal to D dot department number. Okay. Anything wrong? Any database name mistakes? Yeah, database name mistake. That's why it is asking permissions. Wait, I'll resolve. Go back. Spell mistakes. So inner join data is coming now. Make it inner join. So inner join table or something. It will not show data here, but you can see this data when you are working with report creation. Okay. Let us see that also. Suppose I'm taking some table report. You just click on visualizations. Where we are in this report window, report view on the left side. So click on table, it is coming here. Table report, because you know table, that's why I'm using table, because you're all new to this, right? Just drag and drop required columns. Employee number, employee name, salary, department name. Just drag and drop only. I'm just doing drag and drop only. Location, department. See that now it is showing data. That is the point. You'll get a lot of doubts in our mind. Why it is not showing data, direct query, how to use it in report creation. Now it's clear, I think, right? Right, yes. It will not show the data directly, but you can use the data, I mean, that table in report creation so that you can access required data. Now that doubt also clear, right? And even I'm going to remove this one from here. Even I showed how to work with inner join. So if you don't want to keep this table here, you take right click on table name and delete from model. See this, it's not there now. Clear? So this is the way like how we are doing. So here just find out the importance of the SQL queries. That means if you don't know SQL queries, you cannot work. You cannot work with Power BI, no doubt. No doubt. So let's do one thing. So now priority goes to SQL. Here I'm giving you my Gmail ID. Please send test email to this Gmail ID. You got it right? In chat, gmail.com, I provided my Gmail ID. If you send a test email to this Gmail ID, I will give you access. I mean, I'll give you access to SQL Server installation videos in the same way. Database backup file also I will give you for Suresh DB. You just finished it today. Because if you try it today, if you have any errors, I can resolve them in tomorrow's class. Please don't forget. And moreover, tomorrow's class link is going to change. This link is going to expire today. Tomorrow's class, they will send new link, and I think they will send new link to only paid participants. Okay, now please copy my email ID. I'm going to close this meeting for today. Tomorrow onwards, after finishing SQL installation and database creation in all participants' laptop, we can speed up the class. Okay, now? Right, and if you have any questions, you can send email to this email ID. I will give you a reply. Right then, see you.